I'm excited for look, everybody. Welcome to this More Than Black or White. In this episode, be in these shorts, in these little clippets, B and I are going to share some things, some ways, habits that you can do to transform your life. B, what you think about that, bro?
I'm ready, man. I don't have a collar to pop like you, but
Oh, listen, it's because it's cold in here, baby. As listen, I didn't put that heat on, man. It's not October 15th.
no,
So, so it's a wrap. Hey, man, so
I
listen,
think today's topic is gonna be fun. It's gonna kind of
yes.
spitfire some facts or some lifestyle changes that you and we personally put in our lives that made us who we are today. So hopefully, you guys can take a couple of these things and apply them to your life and see the success that Paul and I have had. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this to share this. We got some goody goods too. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna rock, we're gonna go back and forth. We're each gonna say one, and then the other person's gonna comment on it, then we're gonna go to the next one, and then vice versa. So listen, in alphabetical order, Brian, you go first.
all
And
right.
then, mhm.
I got visualization. I'm a huge fan of visualizing the future. I've read so
Mm.
much on quantum physics, man. If you're an avid listener to the show, I think we're on like on the 67th episode. I'm probably talking about at least 30 to 67 episodes. So I'm a big nerd. I love reading stuff about quantum physics and all this stuff out there. Um, I believe your thoughts are things, and
Mhm.
think putting yourself in the situation of how you would feel once you have that goal accomplished, it has transformed my life. I can't even explain it. I wish more people would take that seriously. Most people are just like, oh yeah, I want that to happen. Then they don't picture themselves in that situation. It's more like a wish or like, oh, like a dream, or oh, that would be nice if it happened, and if it happens, it happens, blah blah blah. But everything that I visualize, almost every single time, if it comes through, it follows through, or it leads me into something bigger. And I think
Mm.
that's one of the untapped secrets for most people, is not understanding the power that our thoughts have when you
Mm.
adapt visualization every day. 12 to 15 minutes every morning, I do visualization, 15 minutes in quiet, and I just put myself in those end results, whether it's I picture myself being just like ripped. I picture myself having a new business. I picture myself having fun with my family, whatever it is. I put
Mm.
myself in that situation. So,
Amen. Amen.
so
Listen, this is I wonder if people really understand how important and how much this can make a difference. I'm finding this for myself, and it's helped me to uncover some stuff. Like it's helped me to uncover like what my belief system really is. And it's
yeah,
helped me to uh like for me the is visualizing and imagining, because there was some resistance. It's like, oh, that's kind of crazy and
yeah,
far-fetched. Okay, great. Well, why don't you just
mhm,
imagine what it would look
yeah,
like? And then I'm like, oh, actually, that's cool. I'd be wearing a cardigan and an ascot, and I'd be driving a lime green,
yeah.
it's because I think that I want to highlight that before we go on, because and correct me if I'm wrong, B. When I hear you say, I'm visualizing owning a business, I'm visualizing being,
Hmm.
I'm envisioning, and I guess it's maybe I'm assuming that like for you, that's also like what that feels like, what you hear, what you
Yeah.
see, what you like, things like that. Is that right? Is that like a
Yeah.
good way
So
to put
like,
it?
I'm working on a new business. I'm acquiring a new business now. It should
Mhm.
be all set up in late December, early January. I'm visualizing my CPA, my business broker calling me up and be like, deals went through. You're good to go. I get like that, like pumped energy. I feel like that love. I'm picturing myself calling my business partner and be like, screen, light screen, let's go, let's get to
Let's
work,
go.
let's start planning some stuff out. I'm just
Yeah.
getting so excited, and I put that in there in my mind where it's like my whole body is like vibrating. I just don't want to think
Mhm.
about it. Well, I want to like my energy to expel outwards. Everything on me is just vibrating and tingling at such a high vibration, and I always put myself at that vibration. It's not like, oh, I
Mm.
wish things were nice. Boom, next one. No, I'm feeling it with every cell of my body.
Oh, see,
And it's
now
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting too, because a lot of times I do the visualization, like, oh, I want this, and I have everything written out. I'm very goal oriented, and I'd go into the visualizations, and all of a sudden, maybe like later that day, I'll get like a creative spark and be like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And that's like the universe being like, all right, I see what you want, but you need to kind of let's zig when you're trying to zag. And I get a different like a little bit of a intuitive, creative thought coming from the universe, which puts me right on where I need to be.
dude, I dig it, man. I'm so happy you put this. I'm so happy this one was first
Yeah, I think it's
because, like,
super important. I wish
it's
more
so,
people did it. They don't. I think most people don't understand the power that this process has, man. Yeah,
it's
it's unbelievable.
crazy. It
Yeah.
listen, it's because it's something I've been telling Brian. I've been listening to a lot of Neville Goddard lately, and he talks about this, like,
Oh yeah.
using imagination, visualization. Who are you that has this? Who is this person? You are that person. What do you do in the morning? How do you brush your hair? How do you brush your teeth? Like, what do you
Yeah.
wear? What kind of car you drive? What kind of get? Like, it down to the details.
Yeah.
I think I know we said we're gonna do these quick, but whatever. Yeah, I know, whatever, man.
Yeah. All good.
Um, I really think that may deter people from really settling into visualization in this visualization piece, because I think it does require a level of detail and thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what would that look like?
Yeah. I would just start with a feeling. Like, what would it feel like? Just go. What would it feel like once you got it? What would that feel like? And just kind of build off that. Then maybe the next day you go, all right, I wonder what it feels like, and I want to know what maybe where am I sitting when I'm getting this call, or
Yeah,
where am I when I'm getting this call? The next day you go into, is it sunny out while I'm getting this call, sitting on the couch, or
yes,
whatever, and just kind of build upon that.
yep. Yeah. I gotta share this piece because I think it's so cool. I love this. This is like what I think about at night. Like, I think about walking through life, and if I want something, I could buy it. There's
Yes.
no, like, I wonder how much. Hold on, am I in the negative? Did this amount come out? Shit. You know what I
You're,
mean?
you're
Like,
not looking at the price tag.
I'm not looking at the price tag. Like, if
That's
I like
beautiful.
it
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
something feels good to me, I'm like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
even if it means like, hold on, let me just move some funds real quick. All right, cool. Go ahead. What do you want? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. All right, let's do it. What, did you not want to? I don't care. Like, I
Yeah.
want that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I
Yeah.
just feel
I
that,
get
and
it.
it feels like freaking like light.
Yeah.
Feels just like I
Yeah.
could breathe, bro. And it's
Yeah.
nice. It's a great way to go to sleep. It's a great way to go to sleep.
Love it.
Oh yeah. So listen, and that's one video. And
That's what- Welcome to our 4-hour episode of More Than Black and White.
yep, the extended version.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're
We're
here
talking
all
about
weekend.
spitfiring these, and it's like a slow roast right now.
Hey, listen, the slow roast is the best, right, man?
Oh yeah.
Because, like, yo, listen,
Hmm.
anybody that's a barbecue fan, you know, if you have
Hmm.
some slow cook stuff, you know it's delicious.
Yes.
So I'm gonna. So one of the things in alignment with the visualization, okay, I'm gonna pull a topic. I'm gonna be a habit. This is a new one I'm taking on, right? This is learning to ask for help, or really the habit is asking for help. So in how I've been usually is I don't want anyone to know that I'm struggling. I'll figure this out.
Yeah.
And what I've learned over the years, or the recent years, is that
Yeah.
that hurts me more than harms me, because I can say, hey, I can do it on my own, sure, and that's going to expend a lot of unnecessary energy, especially if I ask someone, hey, listen, I'm doing this, like, what are your thoughts? Is this the best thing to do? Do you have some options?
Yeah.
You have some thoughts on this? Hey, I'm trying to do this, can you help me out? And this is what help looks like, being able to
Yeah.
go and ask for someone for that. It's uncomfortable, right? Because, like,
Yeah.
I'm recognizing there's an ego part of it to it. Yet at the same time, when I settle down to actually asking for help and like communicating, I'm
Yeah.
recognizing that there's an exhilaration to it because it's like, oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought. You know,
Yeah.
like in my head, they're gonna be like, oh, you could do that yourself? Oh my God, you're
Yeah.
horrible. Instead, they're like, all right, cool. When do you need that? I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And the thing is,
No, I love
people
it.
fail to ask for help. So I think this is
Yeah.
a big thing. If we could practice that, this is something that could change your trajectory and help you get to that visualization quicker.
I agree. I think it's a big sign of emotional maturity, mental emotional maturity too. Like when we both had kind of similar upbringings where you just got to kind of figure shit out. No one was there to kind of help you kind of go through the life, and you're like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. And you get stubborn at a point, and you realize, like, for me, it's like I didn't want to bother people with my
Yeah,
issues.
yeah,
But people love, man. People love to talk about themselves. People love to talk. People love to help. And there's like the universe. They put tools in front of you. They put certain people in front of you. And if you don't, I want to say use people in a light way. You're almost doing it like the universe a disservice. It's almost like if somebody gives you, somebody goes, hey, you have a nail and you're trying to hang up a picture, and there's a hammer there, and you're like, no, I don't want to use the hammer. I'm going to use a screwdriver to hammer that in. It's like it's like use it. Like
right.
you have it. You're just being stubborn. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but like, you know, you
It
use
is a
the
great
tools that you
analogy.
have in front of you. You know,
It's a
and I'm
great
at
analogy.
that point where like, and if you ever want to like step up your game and evolve, you have to have people on your side. I have so many mentors and so many things. Like it's impossible to know everything. You don't need to know everything. You just got to know where to find people. So
Brother, that's it. And that example is ideal. It's
yeah,
wild because I went through this within my own family.
yeah,
So both two of my brothers were are head what they called them headhunters back in the day, was
hmm,
they would find jobs for people and stuff. So executive recruiters, they call
hmm,
them
yeah,
first. But they're very successful at their job. So when I was looking for work, people were like, "Yo, what did your brothers think about this?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't run it by them.
hmm,
I just
hmm,
I figured I'd do it myself, and I don't want them. I didn't want their help. I figured I could
yeah,
whatever." Then I was like, "Man, that's crazy, man. I'm gonna ask them for some help.
yeah.
Like, hey, man, listen, dude, I need support right now, and like,
Mhm.
how can I support you?" I'm like, "Yo, I need you to mentor me." Like, yo, can you
Yeah.
do that? He was like, sure, call me every. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn,
Mhm.
I didn't want to ask for help, but that was one of the best
Yeah.
decisions I ever made. Even my other brother, like, and, and for people that are listening, if you're resistant to asking for help, here's what the ask for help can look like. Hey, I'm doing this thing. Here's what it is. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. Is there
Mhm.
something that you like that I'm doing that you think works? And is there any way that this could get better? You'll be surprised at how people will light up. They'll be like, "Well, since you asked, like
Mhm.
what? People want to help. It's a wrap."
Yeah. And there's a couple times where I find people and I'm like, "Hey, how much is an hour to do a consult with you? My rate's 250. All right, let me know what hour you have open. I'll Venmo you now." And like I pay for their time. You gotta appreciate that.
Mm.
Pay for their like every time I go to a conference, I always find a person and I try to always book an hour with them afterwards because I have questions I want to ask them and I don't want to waste their time and they respect that. So,
Interesting,
yeah,
dude. I like that a lot, man.
yeah, yeah. I always try to book an hour and I always ask them what their three favorite books that impacted their life. Write them down, read them. Yeah, do that with everyone.
Interesting, dude. I'm always learning something from you. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, people, that's right. Get you. I failed to mention this before. Like, share, and subscribe. And by the
Mhm.
way, get a pad.
Yeah.
Get a pad. Well, everybody, well. There was a tip for you, a habit that you, my friends, subscribers, can take with you. Okay, that will transform your life. Just pick one. Pick this one. Use this one, however you want to use it. Like, share, subscribe. If there's something that you found in this that was helpful or something that resonated with you, you want to share, please, by all means, like put it in the comments. Help for everybody. All right. So, B, any last words before we wrap up on this habit and get ready to give them another one?
No, that was fun. I'm ready. Let's keep going.
Ah,
Let's go. Get up
yes.
and roll.
All right. Until the next episode.
Peace.